Hello and welcome to another audio analysis. Today we're going to be delving into the track House on Sand by the American rock band Nothing More. This is the second track to be released from the band's upcoming 7th studio album titled CARNAL, which is due to be released on June 28th. We don't get to hear If It Doesn't Hurt, which continued to show the band's very prolific and powerful sound that they really drive through in a lot of their hard rock elements and into a lot of their music as well. And with this track they're actually working alongside Eric Van Leberg of I Prevail, so it'll be interesting to see exactly what elements he does add to this track, but I am expecting to see something slightly heavier. And this is actually one of 3 tracks on the upcoming album that will actually include collaborations. One of the recent songs they've been playing on their European tour in the form of Angel's Song will actually feature David Draymond of Disturbed upon the release of the actual album on the studio version. So it'll be really interesting to see how it works, bringing in some of these collaborations and bringing in different vocalists certainly to provide some very different elements to the album. For now though, will this latest track provide a stable foundation for the band or simply a road to nothing? Let's take a look at exactly how it sounds. Okay, I'm already loving some of the elements we're getting on this track. I love the return of those almost swinding guitars that we do get from Mark Vallelunga. It's something that really has this very rip-tooth aggression and really aids to the powerful slitted delivery that we're really getting from Johnny Hawkins on this track. I love the way they've broken it up in the pre-chorus. I'm a patient going apeshit on the 4th floor in the cycle. I love the way they break up into this almost powered aggression. It's almost like he can't gather his breath quick enough to really get the viciousness out in many of these lines. I also absolutely love the way that in the backing of that we've got this kind of escalating heavenly sound that kind of builds up as he's building up to the 4 floors. This aggression's building up, so I love this scaling that we've really got in that pre-chorus before we do head into that chorus, and these very short, very kind of concise lyrics that we do have coming across that I've been baptized, franchised, Americanized and left here wondering why. And we can see that it's a track really about losing sight of your purpose in life and kind of wandering off the path you're on, the idea of building your house on sand, where you may think you've got these really solid foundations, but all it takes is this one kind of stray from the path or this really big event to come your way, which rocks the foundations and causes your entire house to crumble, which can kind of contain all the things you've been working on and building on over the years. And it can take years for it to get to that point where you do find yourself almost in a life that does not match the vision you have once had. So I really love the way they're actually bringing that in through many of these lyrics. The fact of mixing truth with lies, the idea of this kind of waging war on yourself effectively, that's really being brought in, because you've kind of got this path you should have gone on and this path you've gone on. One can be very positive and one can be rather negative, and then you get into this idea of wanting to start again by knocking everything down to the ground and actually building back up. We can really see that in the chorus. I built my house on sand, hoping it would stand the storms that come my way. So the difficulties you face in life because you've kind of done things in the incorrect way or the improper way, and now I'm left to face the weight of my mistakes and a chance to start again. And like in the post-chorus, we do see that option, oh, build my life again, my life again. It feels like a very personal song to Johnny Hawkins in the way that his life has gone. Maybe kind of doesn't agree with some of the decisions that he has made and really wants to kind of go back, knock everything down and start again and begin on effectively this new path. So it's great to see how it's got that very personal kind of link to the actual band, but also it has this very widespread appeal in the way that it can look at the idea of it's never too late to start building up from scratch. It's never too late to make changes to your life, to kind of look back at maybe some of the mistakes you've made and gradually begin to course correct effectively, because you can spend more and more time effectively compromised. Wage war on my mind feels good on the dark side. So you've effectively left this path of righteousness behind you and began to veer off. So we can really see it's a gradual decline rather than just this instant break. It's all black magic mixed with bad habits. Oh, isn't it tragic? I love the rhyming as well. It really adds to the flow of this track throughout the course of the verses and the chorus. It's really got this very slick, very quick delivery that's really coming through. It really adds to the punchiness of the track. I really do enjoy that slightly softer outro as you kind of see it begin to wind down as we head towards the end of the track. It's something we did see them really use on the stories we tell ourselves as quite a strong effect just to round out some of those tracks. After that, just very in-your-face aggression that we really get coming through, especially in the bridge, and getting Eric V to really provide some of these strong backing vocals and kind of mix in to really add to the aggression that really plows through on this track. You can really see the heaviness they've tried to add, and it's certainly been aided by bringing him on from I Prevail to just provide some extra elements to this track. But I actually really loved some of the backing moments that we did have just laid right into the back of the track. Some of these escalating and de-escalating sounds, almost this idea of building something up, then also it toppling down, it tumbling down, tearing down the house from the foundation. So I really loved some of these little harder to spot elements that really just build up the track and really just show these extra choices that they've actually thrown in to just add these extra powerful moments. But I love that way that we've really got Johnny providing providing this just cutthroat aggression in this track. You can really kind of feel the emotion, the pain really coming through, and the idea of I'm a patient going apeshit, I'm a monster, an outsider. So you've got to this point where you don't almost recognize yourself. You've kind of led yourself down this path of madness effectively, to the point where you're living a life that isn't the one that you intended. So I love the way they're kind of showing that through the idea of your kind of house being knocked down, having to destroy everything you've been working on and building to get back onto that right path, because you've kind of built it in a poor location or something like that. So really strong in the way that it kind of brings that message across, and it's something the band have done across many of their recent albums. It's something that really adds a lot of prevalence to so much of their music and helps them to really kind of pour that extra emotion into so much of their music, and this track certainly delivers on that front, and we still get to see much of the power coming through from a lot of instrumentation as well. Again, I love those winding guitars, those very powerful drums that really again add to this very kind of escalated aggression that really comes through to add the extra power and heaviness to this track. So definitely interesting to see the band developing this album with the first two pieces that we haven't got to hear. I'm really curious to see how they're going to continue building on that with some of the other tracks that we'll hopefully get to hear ahead of its release in June. So there we have it, the band continuing to build on this upcoming album with the second track they have released. But for now, I want to know your thoughts about this particular track in the comments section below. How do you feel it lives up to If It Doesn't Hurt? Do you like the heavier sounds we seem to see the band including? Do you like the inclusion of Eric from I Prevail on this track? I really would love to know your thoughts. Also, if you would like to see more Nothing More content, I have got the previous track from this upcoming album in a separate video, so you can find a link to that in the description of this one. And if you'd like to see more content like this overall, then please do feel free to subscribe, and I will see you in the next audio analysis.